Hello and welcome to today's review. And like I stated back on Tuesday, I'm here to talk about Mandalorian, episode 2 of season 1. And we're going to stay away from spoilers, so it's going to be a little hard to kind of talk about it, but there's really not a lot here to move the plot along. We get a little bit of character development for the Mandalorian. We find out that he is enriched and like totally into his culture. He completely believes in the Mandalorian code and he completely believes in what that culture is. We see Jawas. I don't think that's a spoiler here. I'm not going to tell you why we see Jawas, but we do. And we get a little bit more into their language. No longer is it just Wootini and things like that. We get fully, I wouldn't say fully actually, fleshed out dialogue between Mr. I Have Spoken and the Jawas. And even the Mandalorian understands it a little bit. Fun line for me, the Jawas actually say that he speaks Jawa like a Wookiee. It made me laugh. We get a little bit more about the cargo. I won't tell you what it is or what happens, but it's something that, like, they kind of try to do it early in the episode, but it's finally near like the last 10 or 15 minutes of the episode in which they give you the reveal. The episode felt shorter than it was. I felt like it was just there and done and gone. So it wasn't as great as last week's episode. It wasn't as great as episode 1. It was okay. It's probably an episode that you can sit on and wait until closer to episode 3. This isn't one that you need to get on top of right away. That is, unless you work at a place where the Mandalorian is water cooler talk and you don't want to be spoiled. Then you probably want to get a hold of it. That happened with me and Game of Thrones season 8. We had so many people. No, I haven't watched it yet. No, sorry, bro. It was last night. You had 12 hours. So it's one of those things that unless you're in a culture that talks about it, you can probably hold off until next week and go 1-2 with it. But I enjoyed it. This one wasn't as violent. It was violent, but it wasn't like some guy getting cut in half violent in the first 10 minutes. I enjoyed it, just not as much as last week. So far, I'm enjoying the series, and I'm hopeful for as we get closer and closer and closer to the Rise of Skywalker, that this is going to just suck me in and make me just right there every week. But right now, I'm kind of like, meh, I could wait until after Rise of Skywalker and just binge it all in a weekend. So hopefully we'll see how things change, and hopefully they do change. But until next time, no. You know what? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Tell me what your favorite moment is with Jawa. If you've seen this episode, is it what happens here, or is it R2 shocking one in the butt with his electro prod thing? So yeah, go ahead and let me know in the comments below what you enjoy about the Jawas, if there really is anything that you enjoy about the Jawas. But with that said, if you want to get continuous as the day they release, probably a couple hours before, at least on the day, for the rest of the Mandalorian, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe this video. And until next time, have a great night.